Ciao, travelers. Welcome back to Destination Diaries, where we help make all your former trips feel like undercooked pasta. I'm your host, John Henry, and today we're diving into one of the toughest and, let's be honest, most mouth-watering decisions a traveler can make. How on earth do you choose which cities to visit in Italy? Italy is like the buffet of Europe. Every region has something delicious, historical, or straight up beautiful. And let's face it, there's no bad choice here. But let's also be real, because unless you've got unlimited vacation days or plan to move there, and hey, if you do, can I come with you? You're going to have to make some tough decisions. So today, we're breaking it down city by city and helping you figure out which Italian hotspots are worth the extra gelato calories. All right, first things first, Rome. Now, Rome is the Beyonce of Italy. It's iconic, it's everywhere, and you absolutely have to experience it at least once. If you're into history, art, or walking through ruins pretending you're in Gladiator, then Rome is your city. The Colosseum, the Roman Forum, the Vatican, it's like stepping into the world's fanciest history class, but with way better food. Here's a pro tip: when you visit the Vatican, try not to look too guilty when you pass by the Pope. Trust me, he knows. But here's the thing about Rome: it's busy. I'm talking try not to lose your family in a sea of tourists and selfie sticks busy. So if you're thinking, hey, I want something a little more laid back where I can sip espresso and try not to get trampled, well, then we need to talk about Florence. Florence is like the romantic comedy of Italian cities. It's smaller, it's charming, and it's packed with so much art and culture that you'll leave feeling like you deserve a spot in an art history textbook. The Uffizi Gallery alone could take you days to get through, and that's before you realize you need a snack break every 30 minutes. After all, admiring Michelangelo's David is hard work, and I'm convinced the best way to appreciate Renaissance art is with a cone of gelato in hand. It's what the great artists would have wanted. Now, maybe you're saying, John, that's cool and all, but I want some water in my life. Well, lucky for you, we've got Venice. You've seen the pictures. Venice is basically a postcard that came to life and decided, you know what would be great? A city with no roads. The canals, the gondolas, the endless opportunities to get lost. And trust me, you will get lost. Venice is like that charmingly confusing IKEA, where every turn looks familiar, but somehow you keep ending up in the candle section. Venice is the perfect place to wander aimlessly, take a million pictures of every bridge you cross, and accidentally pay €12 for a cup of cappuccino. Is it a tourist trap? Yeah, kinda. But it's also Venice. So you'll forgive it the second you see the sunset reflecting off the Grand Canal. All right, but let's say you're more into nature and the idea of avoiding crowds appeals to you. Time to head to Tuscany. Tuscany is the perfect spot for anyone who's dreamt of being in a vineyard, sipping wine and staring off into the rolling hills, saying things like, ah, life is beautiful. It's basically the adult version of frolicking through a field of daisies, except with fewer daisies and more Chianti. Here, you'll feel like you're in a painting. Seriously, the landscapes are so perfect, they look photoshopped. Also, don't forget about Pisa while you're in Tuscany. I know what you're thinking. Isn't Pisa just that leaning tower thing? And, you're not wrong. But if you've ever wanted a photo of you pretending to hold up a building for dear life, Pisa's your place. Let's be honest. That shot will live forever in your Instagram feed and you'll never regret it. Next up, Milan. Milan is like Italy's version of New York City. If New York was super fashionable and full of people who seem like they've never spilled pasta sauce on their clothes. Milan is all about high fashion, sleek design, and apparently being way cooler than the rest of us. If you want to experience the Last Supper or catch a glimpse of the future of fashion, Milan's your jam. Just pack your best outfits because Milan is a place where dressing casual means you've coordinated your scarf, sunglasses, and handbag perfectly. Lastly, we can't forget about Naples and the Amalfi Coast. Naples is like the wild child of Italy. It's vibrant, it's chaotic, and it's where pizza was born. Do you even deserve pizza if you've never been to Naples? I'll let you think on that. Plus, just a hop away is Pompeii, where you can explore ancient ruins and reflect on life while saying, at least my day isn't going that badly. But if Naples is a bit too lively for you, head down the coast to Amalfi, where the views are straight out of a dream and the lemons are as big as your head. Honestly, the Amalfi Coast might be the only place where you look at a lemon tree and think, this is luxury. You'll spend your days driving along winding coastal roads, grasping at the view, and pretending to be in a romantic movie, even if you're just driving to find a parking spot. So, how do you choose? It really depends on what kind of traveler you are. If you're a history buff or an aspiring gladiator, hit up Rome. If you want romance, art, and an overload of gelato, Florence is your spot. Craving some canal magic? Venice is your floating dreamland. For wine lovers and fans of rolling hills, Tuscany will make you feel like you're living inside a painting. And if you want to look good in doing it, strut your stuff to Milan. Finally, if you want pizza and coastal views, make Naples and the Amalfi Coast your playground. All right, that's it for today's episode of Destination Diaries. Remember, no matter where you go in Italy, you're in for an unforgettable experience. Whether you're stuffing your face with pizza in Naples, getting lost in Venice, or soaking up art and wine in Florence, and yes, you'll probably eat more carbs in 1 week than you thought humanly possible, but hey, that's the Italian way. When in Rome or Florence or Venice or, well, anywhere in Italy, just go all in. Life's too short for regrets, especially the kind that involves skipping dessert. I'm John Henry, and until next time, arrivederci. Keep dreaming, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep making all your former vacations jealous. Ciao for now.